What's up, guys, and thanks for tuning in to another edition of Plant Marks the Pot with me. And today we are talking about the fiddly fig and how to make another one, make a fiddly fig baby. So real simple, I'm going to take you through it step by step, and we're going to do today's video in my dining room because it's 3 inches of snow outside, 3 feet 3 inches. It wouldn't really matter because the plant will not like it. So what I have to do is sacrifice my dining room table that I just dressed up and make a video for you. So it's not a big deal. I'll just throw everything in the washer afterwards and start all over again. But what I want for you to learn is that this is actually pretty simple, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And all I'm gonna do is take this one right here. You can see it's got quite a bit of roots developed, and it is time. I just kind of did describe that it is winter here in the Midwest, but I'm just gonna experiment. You know, this is what plant dealings are all about, is having a little bit of fun with it. If it makes it, it makes it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Not the end of the world. I took this off of my huge fiddle leaf that was about to touch the ceiling some time ago. I want to say like 3 or 4 months ago. I took this cutting off the top, stuck it in water, forgot about it. Didn't really expect much out of it, but it surely developed lots of roots. And so I know, you know, you're thinking, well, shouldn't you wait till the springtime to do that? But I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. I got a little, once again, if you've seen some of my other crazy videos, I like to sometimes pot things up here in the winter indoors. So I'm just going to go after it. Well, this is the pot that I got, which is a little large for what we need here. But the reason for it is that I want the roots to stay wet for a prolonged period of time while it's acclimating from being in the water to in the soil, because that's usually where we lose the plant, is that transition. It kind of likes that creature comfort of being wet all the time. That's what it's used to since it kind of started its new life in this vase here. And so when you bring it over to the soil, it's like, what's all this wet, dirty stuff? So that's why I'm going to, best thing to do is pre-wet the soil before you start any of that. I am going to skip that step, but I'm going to make it up for it in the long run. I'm going to use some root stimulator. And so pretty simple, straightforward and easy. I'm just going to pop this out. Already put, you've seen my other videos where I use the pot screens. Didn't, the thing was around here somewhere, but they're really easy to find. You can find them on Amazon. They're really cheap. I popped one of those in there. I put a good 2 inches of soil in the pot already so that it has a nice base. And I'm only going to cover the stem as far as it was covered in water, because I already, you could see right here that new roots are coming out of this part of the stem. What I know about fiddly fig is that they root very fast. I mean, this didn't happen overnight, but once they start making roots, they'll make roots with the quickness. I have to always repot my fiddly figs every single year. And so, yeah, they're fast like that. So nothing scientific, nothing forward thinking here. I'm really just taking the soil and putting it in. I'm using Happy Frog brand today. Really good, high quality stuff. All I did was thrown it in my little lime green bucket here. And I'm just gonna lightly pack it. I know you can't see this, but I'm really not doing anything advanced. The main reason why I'm doing this video is mainly for all you guys starting out to just show how simple and easy it is. That way you can do some trial and error and do this too. It is not the hardest thing. It may or may not make it. You know, it's not a big deal. I can always cut another piece off, and really that's what we got here. From there, I'm just gonna take it over to my sink, water it like crazy, stay on the watering. Also, I will not let this dry out within the next 2-3 weeks, just so that it makes that transition. It'll kind of start letting me know when it's time to back off. What already is happening, this growth tip here, it'll probably pop out a new shoot. Sometimes that happens quickly, sometimes that doesn't happen so quickly. And I think that it's a case-by-case basis thing with fiddle leaf figs. Normally when I transplant them, it takes like 2 or 3 months for them to make that transition. But what I'll end up doing, I'll probably, you know, I do want to shoot a later video on this one just to show you the progress. So once again, subscribe so you can kind of see the progression. But I'm mainly doing this just to kind of relay how easy it is, and I have pretty high hopes for it. I'm pretty sure it'll make it. It's already showing a lot of good things. So, oh yeah, things that you should note is that I did leave 2 of the top leaves on. I removed all the leaves below it. I also, some people will cut half of the leaf off. You can do that. It will actually help speed up the rooting process. The less amount of leaves you have, you want some just for photosynthesis, but too much will slow down or hinder the rooting process. So you kind of have to find that balance. And really, those are the main things. I would keep it in a bright, indirect light until it starts growing and rooting and showing signs that it's got vitality. And then you can slowly move it into some bright light. But once again, I'm not going to get too much into the care of the fiddle leaf fig. I have a video coming up on that. And I'll also show you the plant that this came off of, because it looks like this is what the fig I'm talking about looks like. So if you want to see future videos on this fiddle leaf fig, had it for a couple years now, it's doing awesome. Interesting story behind it and everything else that I did that went into it. Once again, like, subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what your biggest pitfalls, ups and downs are, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching Plant Marks the Pot.